Good evening, race fans, and welcome out to the Hickory Motor Speedway for round number 8 of the Renu Sealcoating late model stock division right here for the North-South Racing League. And Renu Sealcoating has been sealcoating for over 20 years, protecting and maintaining southern Wisconsin's driveways, parking lots, and playgrounds. With over 75 years of a combined asphalt expertise, they treat every customer like family and stand by their work every time. Whether it's your home, driveway, a mega store, or racetrack, Renu Sealcoating has you covered. 608-576-7897 or visit them online at the old World Wide Web at www.renusealcoating.com for a quote today. Mad Plowing out of Oregon, Wisconsin is your one-stop shop for all your home and parking lot needs, whether it's clearing that pesky snow or making that yard look beautiful. Mad Plowing can do it all, and they've got it covered at 608-217-3528. Give them a call today to get set up. That's Mad Plowing. RC2 Graphic Solution. Your events, our designs, whether you're in the need of just a little bit of graphic help or a total overhaul, RC2 Graphic Solutions is your one-stop shop to make everything look great and fantastic for your next event. Wizards Designs, they specialize in acrylic and LED lighting, signs, trophies, and awards, as they are the proud supplier of the championship awards here at the North-South Racing League. Austin Designs, whether you are in the market to make your new iRacing car look better or even just a new paint job, Austin Designs is the where you need to stop. Let's check out Scott Austin on Facebook for more information. And Zoofab Garage, located in Tennessee, will get your street car, performance car, or race car tuned up. It's Zoofab Garage here tonight. Our proud presenting sponsors of the Renu Sealcoating late model stock division. Qualifying is just about getting ready to go there. We'll take a look at the info here for tonight. We're located at Hickory Motor Speedway, just a little over under 4/10 of a mile. 12 laps in distance here tonight, and the track record is Guillaume Fortin with a 14.632 as you're there. As we take a look at the current point standings coming in here, Bryan Hacker extends that points lead up to 20 points over Guillaume Fortin, but he is knocking on the back door along with Nichols, Scott Negus, and Philip Martin. We get right into Mad Plowing qualifying, and Scott Negus atop of the board so far. And as I do that, we'll bring along in my sidekick for tonight. Kelly Dahl is out on assignment, so we've tapped, Tennessee's favorite son, Racing Jason. And Jason, welcome to Hickory Motor Speedway.
Oh, Al, it's good to have me here tonight, buddy. I tell you what, glad you asked me to join along with you tonight here at Hickory. Just a short drive over to North Carolina, but I'm ready for this action, son.
It's going to be a good night of racing, 200 laps, as this is the Mad Plowing 200, the Hickory Thunder. Right now, currently atop of the scoring pylon is Scott Negus in that 55. And after last week's race, there's a handful of drivers that will not be eligible to be a part of tonight's RC2 Graphic Solution redraw. So we'll find out who's there, but qualifying points on the line. Next driver up onto the racetrack to number 46 of Philip Martin. Philip Martin up onto the racetrack trying to make his qualifying time. He'll roll down here, across the line, put lap number 1 on the book. It's good enough for 5th. Quick Scott Negus with a blistering 14.39 on the scoring. As here comes second lap for Philip Martin. Gets a little bit loose off of turn number 4. Is it quicker? And it is. He'll go second quick with a 14.43. Braden Campbell in the CSS number 33. Good new color scheme on that Buick up onto the racetrack. And the 33, he'll go second quick with a 14.40. Rolling up onto the racetrack now with a new quick time of Rodney Huntoon. And car number 12, he'll set fast time, is now Matt Hackathorn in that 4:04 and rolling through to this in the 7th position currently. Guillaume Fortin qualified 12th on lap number 1. Lap number 2 is going to move Fortin to 3rd. Who you got your eyes on out there, racing, Jason?
I tell you what, I watched this guy before. It's Dustin Shepard in this 89 car. I've raced with him a couple times here on the iRacing platform, and he's got a nice-looking blue number 89 car out there.
He is working lap number 2.
Ran many laps with Scott Austin also on that 5 Austin design car.
How about Shepard to the top of the board with a 14.37? We are knocking on the door of the new track record. As Dustin Shepard goes to the top of the board. Looks like Dylan Connor. He's been one of our fast cars all season long. Has not had bad luck. And that is going to be a new track record for Dylan Connor. 14.30. Everybody inside the top 10. Actually, all 21 cars. Most of the 21 cars. Obliterating the late model stock track record that was used to be held by Guillaume Fortin. That is going to give it to Mr. Dylan Connors, and we'll talk to them as we head now into the RC2 Graphic Solution Top 8 redraw, as we will take a look here and get that information populated, and we'll get these drivers up here and find out who we can talk to, who we cannot talk to, and that'll be pretty good here. We're going to kick it right off, though. How about this man with a brand new track record here at Hickory Motor Speedway? It's fast time, Dylan Connor. And, man, very fast hot rod once again this week. What do you like about Hickory? We'll give Dylan a quick moment here.
I can hear you, but it's very faint.
There, that should be a little bit better for you, Dylan. Sorry about that. How you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good, sir.
And another fast hot rod out there, a brand new track record here at the Hickory Motor Speedway. And you make it into the RC2 Graphic Solution Top 8 redraw once again. The pick of the litter 1 through 4. What's it going to be here tonight?
We'll try 6 tonight.
Number 6 going to come off of the board. And that is going to be the pole. So starting on the pole for yourself here tonight. It's got to be a good starting spot for you.
Yeah, maybe that's a sign I changed my scheme up this week to hopefully turn some of this bad luck around. So maybe that's a sign, but it's a long race. It's going to be about saving tires and strategy. So, yeah, we'll just see how it goes.
Well, congratulations on the pole. We hope to be talking to you. 200 laps, a very long distance here tonight. We look forward to talking to you hopefully at the end of this one. Congratulations on the pole.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Dylan Connor going to start on the pole, and then qualifying second was the driver of the number 89 of Dustin Shepard, and Dustin qualifying number 2 gets you back in the RC2 Graphic Solutions. What a great hot rod you have underneath you here tonight.
Yeah, so the car's running good. So my typical, usually, hopefully I can keep the tires on it, and so I've got good pace here. So as long as I don't burn my stuff up, it should be a good night.
All right, well, the number 6 has been chosen, and that was the pole. So you got all the other numbers to choose from.
Let's go 7.
7. He's going to go.
Watch it be 7.
7 comes off the board, and it is going to be P4 outside row number 2 for Dustin.
Not bad.
Can you get it done from there?
I'm sure we got 200 laps tonight. There'll be comers and goers for sure tonight.
All right, well, we wish you the best of luck. Thank you for taking your time to talk to us here in the RC2 Graphic Solution redraw.
Thank you.
Dustin Shepard going to roll off in P number 4 here tonight. Is now 6 and 7 off of the board. And I believe up next will be the driver of the number 12, Rodney Huntoon. And Rodney is some quick cars. Some nights we don't get you the choose, but hey, you make it once again into the RC2 Graphic Solutions redraw. Tell us about what your thoughts about here tonight.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been up in here. Tires and patience. I think that's going to be the key tonight.
Tires and patience. Do you have both of those?
Not always.
All right, sir. Well, the pole and the 4th place have been taken off of the board. That was number 6 and 7. What number would you like to choose out of the hat here?
Let's take number 8.
Number 8 coming off the board, and number 8 is going to be inside row number 2, P3 for Mr. Rodney Huntoon. And Rodney, is that good, or is it really too early to tell here? 200 laps at a long distance around Hickory.
I think I'll be good for the short run. I think the outside's actually going to come into play.
All right, sir. Well, congratulations on being in the RC2 Graphic Solution. We hopefully will be talking to you here a little bit later here this evening.
All right, thank you, Al.
There you go. That's Rodney Huntoon. He's going to start in P number 3 here tonight in this redraw. Up next will be our friend of the driver of the number 55 of Scott Negus. And Scott, making it back inside the RC2 Graphic Solution redraw. What's your outlook here for Hickory Motor Speedway in the Hickory Thunder 200?
Survival.
I like it. How are you going to do that?
I don't know. I'm going to try my hardest. That's my plan of attack.
All right, sir. Well, 6, 7, and 8 are off of the board. I can tell you that much. The positions those were 1, 3, and 4. So the outside pole is still available. Which number would you like to choose from out of the hat?
Let's go with number 2, please.
Number 2 coming off the board and out of the hat. It's going to be inside of row number 4, so P7. Can you get it done from there?
I don't know, buddy. I'm just, like I said, plan of attack is just try to survive. Keep the tires underneath me.
All right. Well, congratulations once again on making the top 8 redraw here this evening. We thank you for your time. We look forward to seeing what you can do here tonight. Keep it out of trouble.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
All right. Scott Neeg is going to roll off in spot number 7 here tonight. As we roll down through, up next it will be Mr. Guillaume Fortin, a driver that I haven't got to talk to a lot this season. But Guillaume, you come into here tonight trailing Bryan Hacker by 20 points. You're going to qualify inside this RC2 Graphic Solution Top 8 redraw. What's it going to take to get the win here tonight?
Probably going to stay clean tonight. Hopefully I don't make the same mistake as I did last week with Dylan. Just keep my nose clean and hopefully be there at the end.
All right. Available numbers to choose from are 1, 3, 4, and 5. What would you like to
Let's go with number 5. Let's go with number 5.
Number 5 coming off of the board, and that is going to be, well, P number 8 for you, Guillaume. Outside row number 4. 200 laps, a long ways to go.
Yeah, we've got 200 laps to make it happen, so hopefully we can stay clean, save our tires, and be there at the end.
All right, sir. Well, congratulations, like I said, making it in the RC2 Graphic Solutions. A pleasure talking to you as always. Best of luck here tonight in the feature event.
Thank you, Al.
All right, Guillaume Fortin going to roll off P number 8. That just leaves us with 3 drivers left here to go. And up next would be, I believe, Philip Martin. And Philip Martin going to roll in here. And Philip making it into the RC2 Graphic Solution redraw. Man, another fast hot rod here this evening.
Yeah, we're not too bad. I wasn't, it always takes me like, I don't know, 60, 70 laps to figure out what I'm doing here. It's always different.
Well, you figure it out faster than I do, that's for sure. What do you think is going to be the keys here at Hickory. This track, a very, very fast race track. The laps are going to click off fairly quick. Do you think we're going to see fuel come into play, or you think those timing that tire stop is going to be key here tonight?
I think it's going to be the tire stop, really. When to do it, when to not, or how long do you wait? You know, we tend to, if we get a couple yellows early on, we tend to eventually go green for a really long time in the showdown stuff. So it's just going to be kind of a gamble. We'll see what plays out.
All right, sir. Well, I can tell you right now, 1, 3, and 4 are the numbers available left to choose from. The outside pole is still available out there. Everything else is worse than that. So what number would you like?
We'll go with 1.
We're going to go number 1 coming off the board, and number 1 is going to be P number 5. So inside of that row number 3. Think that's going to be a good starting spot?
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll start on the bottom. That'll help.
All right, sir. Well, best of luck here tonight. We hopefully maybe talk to you here at the end of this one in Victory Lane.
Hopefully. Thanks, guys.
Philip Martin going to roll off there in P number 5. And that just leaves us with 2 more drivers to go. Up next will be the driver of the number 91, Mr. Adam Gable. And Adam, welcome to the RC2 Graphic Solution redraw once again this season. What's it going to take to stay up front here tonight?
How well you can manage your tires tonight.
That's what everybody's saying. They seem to wear out pretty easily in practice out there for you guys.
Yeah, it's been a lot looser tonight until you get a few laps in them and tires heat up a little bit, and then you can start getting a little racy, but it takes a few laps for the heat to come into these things.
All right, sir. I have 3 or 4 for you to choose from.
3.
Number 3 going to come off the board. And it's going to be P6, so outside row number 3. And it's always going to be starting inside the top 8. But what's your thoughts about starting on the outside?
I like starting on the outside. The outside usually comes in pretty good here, so hopefully we can get it done tonight.
All right, sir. Well, congratulations. We'll talk to you hopefully a little bit later on. Hopefully, I won't try to curse you this week, but I can't make any promises. It seems like every time I talk about you, someone ends up running through you.
Yeah, that's the luck this year, so hopefully I can talk to you guys later tonight.
All right, sounds good, Adam. We'll talk to you. Adam Gable going to roll off there, and that leaves us with the man that's semi-retired. It's the driver of the number 20 of Justin McDuff, and making it into the RC2 Graphic Solution redraw. Well, Justin, I can't let you choose a number, but I can tell you that you're going to start P number 2 here tonight.
Not too bad. I was a little surprised to even make the redraw. I think this is the first time I've ever made it, so it's kind of exciting.
What are your thoughts coming in here to Hickory? I know you're running a part-time limited schedule this season. What's your thoughts about coming in here and maybe snickering a win out of this?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, track position is so important in these races, and it's 200 laps tonight, so it's pretty long. So I have a feeling some of those guys that are starting in the back or starting a little deeper that didn't qualify as well will be up here before we're done.
All right, sir. Well, congratulations on the outside pole. We'll talk to you a little bit later. We know the race is about to start, and we'll talk to you later. Good luck.
Thanks. Enjoy the race.
All right, that's Justin McDuff, Racing Jason. That was your first time through the Graphic Solution redraw here tonight. As the field will start to populate here behind there, we'll take and get the starting lineup for everybody as soon as I know what I'm doing. There it is. Here we go with tonight's starting lineup for tonight's main event. Remember your starting lineup for your top 8 by random draw. Dylan Connor on the pole. Outside of him, the number 20 of Justin McDuff. Rodney Huntoon will roll off third. Dustin Shepard fourth. Philip Martin will roll off on the inside of row number 3. 6th starting spot will go to Adam Gable, Scott Negus, and Guillaume Fortin. The 2 Canadians will make up row number 4. Pardon me. Matt Hackathorn, Josh Nelms, and Amos Odegaard will make up your first 12 starters here this evening. Looking at the back half of the field, starting 13th will be Austin Williams. Matt Cook to the outside of that driver as well as they work here around the Hickory Motor Speedway. Chad McLeod in the Renu Sealcoating car number 93 will roll off 15th. Scott Austin 16th. Rob Donitson, Dan Janjanin, Robbie Cleaver, Jeff Bergner, Bryan Hacker, and Travis Hoffler. Here will be your 22 car fields here tonight, and your thoughts here, Racing Jason, as we get ready to go racing here this evening.
Well, 200 laps going to be a long way to go. When you tell all these drivers, they talk about tire management. It's going to be interesting to see who can save their tires. How long will the green flag runs last? And it's going to be a good race tonight, Al. I feel very confident we're going to have a good show here.
I think we are. Looks like the overlay is having a moment. There it goes. We'll get that settled out. But the Hickory Thunder 200 presented by Mad Plowing is underway. Connor going to jump out to the early race lead. Already Huntoon working up underneath the number 20 of Justin McDuff there for the battle for the number 2 spot. And lap number 1 gets in the books as everyone trying to figure out, all right, which lane they need to go to. A little bit of contact from Shepard into there. We got one car around, and the Wizards yellow flag going to fly out one for early on to this one. Travis Hoffler involved. Dan Janjanin. The 85 of Austin Williams turned around there, and he'll get going before the lap race leaders come roaring on by, I do believe. I believe Matt Cook was also the first car to go around over there off of turn number 2.
Looks like Jane Jalen got spun out by Bergner also there.
Looks like a chain reaction. Look here from the top of the spotter stand down in the corner. Oh, Robbie Claving, the 73, got loose. Had to chase up the car up the racetrack and got into the 15. Looks like Hoffler and, like you said, Janjanin had the check up. Bergner didn't see what was happening. These cars are very tough to see through, especially with those rear spoilers sticking up in the air. But not the way that some of these drivers wanted to start the night here early on.
No, definitely not, but that's what happens. The intensity's up, the anxiety's up. 200 laps, and these drivers ready to get in their little sim rigs and was trying to hunt the front tonight, Al, and it just, escalated a little bit more earlier than what it should have been.
Absolutely, as the field rolls through turns 3 and 4. It looks like we are coming to the Austin Designs choose cone. The first 3 will go to the inside. See them going around that coney up on the front stretch. Little unique rule here. If you're new to watching the NSRL, they have this choose rule where you can choose which lane you would like to start in. As the field rolls behind, the pace car will be able to go green flag racing next time by.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever watched a group run the choose cone. Now I really like that. NASCAR and stuff runs that, and I like it. It makes for some great, exciting side-by-side starts, and the lanes is what I like. Who picks what lane and where to go? It makes it real interesting.
Yeah, it definitely shakes up the field here. They roll into the turn 3 and 4 and into the Renu Sealcoating restart zone. Connor steps on the loud pedal. We are back underway.
90 car Connors, he got a good jump right there off that lead on that bottom side. Philip Martin trying to clear his way to go to P2.
Good restart by Martin up on the outside. Rolled the outside very well off of turn number 2. Now Dustin Shepard trying to make that outside work. And how about Guillaume Fortin up there? Remember, he started back in P number 8. He's quickly worked his way into the 6th spot. And he gets with a new paint scheme in that 55 in the Blue Oval Motorsports. Number 55, and Justin McDuff struggling to being trapped down on the inside right now early on in this one.
Yeah, he is. He's a little sideways in that plain white car, number 20 car, and he's got, old car looks really, really loose, but maybe the tires build up some air and he'll get that thing straightened out here in a minute. He's a good driver. We've watched him drive several times on the iRacing platform.
Dustin Shepard now looking to go to the third spot underneath Rodney Huntoon. He'll take that spot away. Is now Shepard in that Zufab Garage DCD entry up to the number 3 position as he rolls off a turn number 4 a little bit deeper. How about the 0 of Nelms up the racetrack? Hackathorn, he's making his presence known as the old roll through here. Your current high points man Bryan Hacker in that red number 2. He works underneath the 0 of Donitson. And Hacker came in here with a 20-point lead over Guillaume Fortin, trying to work his way through the field. Long ways to go, a lot of laps here, but they are going to really click off really quick. 14 sub-15-second laps around this Hickory Motor Speedway.
Yeah, it flies by here at Hickory. What about this guy right here? 21 Jeff Bergner in that shiny chrome green looking old hot rod. Started P20 up P11 right now. He's got really on his way towards the top 10 tonight, Al. That car's setting sail with 16 laps into the race so far.
Yeah, loving the paint scheme on Bergner's car. That green tint. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody out there tuning on in here tonight from the Hickory Motor Speedway. Is Bergner up 9 spots here so far as he works on the 93 car. That is Chad McLeod in that Mad number 93 entry. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Hang on to it, McLeod. McLeod chased up the racetrack and still side by side was able to hold on to it.
A pretty good save right there by him, but that's happens here at Hickory. You know, this is a tight racetrack, and up a little farther towards the front. Look at McDuff here, side by side. Him and Hooton. How do you say that, Al? Golly.
Huntoon in the 12th car, driver out of Vermont. Adam Gable now. Remember, we did talk here from a few of the drivers in the RC2 Graphic Solution redraw. Say that those first few laps on the tires were a little bit sketchy. Took a little bit of heat to get into them before the car really got stable, and that's where we've gotten so far. Here in the Hickory Thunder 200 presented by Mad Plowing for the Renu Sealcoating Late Model Stock Division. And Huntoon stuck on that outside. Hackathorn in that Ram Designs 404 car, trying to make it underneath them as well.
And that low line's definitely where you want to be so far tonight, Al. You know, the rubber hasn't built up that much yet. I'm sure it's building up around the racetrack, but you want to stay down there on that yellow line as much as you can. Get a good arc going in, about center corner, hit the left tires on through there, and get a good roll out of the corner.
Watching this battle between Huntoon and Hackathorn. Great battles raging all the way around this racetrack. The 83 or 85 of Austin Williams. He's battling with Odegaard as now we have our second Wizards Design yellow flag of the evening. And Dan Janjanin involved in this one. And Janjanin, one of those drivers that just cannot seem to find any lady luck on his side. Let's take a look here and see what happened to bring out the yellow flag. Donitson behind him gets down in the turns. Oh, just got down on the apron and looped it up off of turn number 2. Got down on the apron and unloaded the suspension. Single car spin. And no takers on pit road. So next time by should be the choose.
You know, it's me, myself, Al. I've not really ran that many laps here at Hickory, so it's quite new to me watching these cars go around this racetrack.
Yeah, I mean, 1 and 2 is very tricky. You depending on how you're entering, how your line is working around the racetrack, it can really become one of those things where you can use that outside lane to kind of arc. If you're all by yourself, just go enter high, come off low. It's all about the momentum. Shoot you down the back stretch. And then 3 and 4 has less banking than turns 1 and 2. But the outside seems to be a little bit better down in turns 3 and 4. It seems like, as everyone has made it through the Austin Designs choose cone. So Connor still your race leader. Remember, he set fast time, the Mad Plowing Fast Time Award, going here with a new track record at the Hickory Motor Speedway. Philip Martin going to restart to the outside now. How about Guillaume Fortin started 8th up to the 4th spot. But he knows championship rival Bryan Hacker will be right there. But Hacker mirrored back in the 16th spot after starting 22nd on air, virtue of the shotgun rule. Into the Renu Sealcoating restart zone, and they are laying it down off of turn number 4.
Well, I tell you what, Connor gets a heck of a start, heck of a launch on that bottom line right there with the green flag drops. What about Dustin Shepard in that beautiful looking number blue 89 up to P2 now?
Yeah, he was able to make a move around the 46 car. So now Shepard trying to make something happen as we go on board. Out the back side, looking back from the Mad Plowing onboard camera with our race leader, Dylan Connor.
You can see Dylan kind of arcs the corner a little bit. Trying to get a little better run off the corner. In case it starts to get a little tight here the longer these tires wear out.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. There is now one car up the racetrack. That was the 91 of Gable, as Justin McDuff and him battle side by side. Your first 4 cars single file it out, but then after that, it is rush hour traffic. All side by side here. Great racing so far at the Hickory Thunder 200, though. Is right now Dylan Connor has led the first 34 laps, working lap 35. Scott Negus right there as well in the 7th spot. That's a sharp looking ride this week.
It sure is. Look at these guys. I mean, Hackathorn, Bergner, all those guys right there, they're in a tight battle right here. One slip up, that could be a disaster for a bunch of drivers the way they're side by side battling it out.
Braden Campbell in that CSS 33 car. He's trying to make his way inside the top 10. And right there, your high point man, the number 2 of Bryan Hacker, the driver out of Huntley, Illinois, is sitting there in the 12th spot. Not pushing it too bad, not too hard right now, but knows he'd like to get up front here as he can. And they're still battling the top 4 cars, all single file, but this 5th on back is side by side and trying to figure out which lane to go in. You see Adam Gable starting to roll that outside a little bit better right now on the 20 of Justin McDuff.
Yeah, we've seen the 20 cars kind of struggle a little bit on these green flag runs, and he passed him right there. But I'm telling you, man, the man on the move is that 2 car, Bryan Hacker. We know him well, Al, and he's one heck of a wheel man, and he's trying to get up towards the top 10 right now.
He is right now. Hackathorn sees him in the rearview mirror as he puts the move on the 12 of Rodney Huntoon. That is the battle for the 8th position. Huntoon rolls back on the outside, and Jeff Bergner right there as well. If you are a fan of the NSRL and Jeff Bergner, his cars are usually the silver bullet, as I like to call him. Tonight, I'm going to call him the leprechaun.
Did you wear your green today, Al?
I did.
Oh.
I got an ice cold motor oil waiting for me back in the motorhome. I mean the Guinness.
Oh, nice.
How about the number 2 car of Bryan Hacker now inside the top 10 for the first time here tonight. He's brought Braden Campbell in that Buick Cadillac. I keep on calling it the Buick, but it's a Cadillac.
No Buick. You don't see many of them around anymore, Al.
No, you do not. Josh Nelms in the 00 car. He's making his way towards the front. Scott Austin as well. Meanwhile, up front, Dustin Shepard is stalking the 90 of Dylan Connor, trying to figure out, all right, where am I going to make a move? Might be content just riding right now as we close in on the first 25% of this race being in for Dylan Connor over Dustin Shepard, Philip Martin, and Guillaume Fortin, your top 4.
And to what I really like this 90 car of Connor right there, man. That looks like an old Dick Trickle car to me. Is that the retro Dick Trickle?
Could be. You're dating yourself.
Well, that's okay, Al. I mean, I'm pretty old, so.
Dylan Connor leads a little bit deeper though. Jeff Bergner battling it out with Braden Campbell. They are side by side down the backstretch. Bergner rolls the outside. And he's going to hold him off for that 11th position. And he'll get down low. Justin McDuff shoved up the racetrack by Scott Negus. Now the Austin Designs Lanford Heating Oil. Car number 12 of Rodney Huntoon. He's going to make it by there.
Oh, got a car in the fifth, 0-0 car. Holy cow. I don't know what happened there.
Josh Snell's in trouble. Look at the left rear damage to the 0-0 car. Looked like Robbie Clavey also was in trouble. Able to keep it going though. As Dan Janjanin sits on pit road, I do believe he's taking the number 2 car behind the pit wall. So a tough break for Janjanin.
That was right in front of the leaders.
How about Adam Gable up to the 5th spot here tonight in that on time number 91. And he is running some fast laps last time by. Martin was a little bit quicker than everyone else inside the top 10 except for Scott Negus. He was the fastest car 1 lap ago. You gotta start wondering, is Connor using up the stuff or is he watching the rear view mirror, just kind of pedaling it up off of turn number 4? That traffic looms in front of your race leaders. And they've got about a second and a half gap back to 5th place running Adam Gable and Scott Negus. Bryan Hacker up to the 7th position right now.
Yeah, Hacker, he's made his way into the top 10 and then some. Here comes the 13 of Fortin up there. He's trying to make his move up through there.
And Guillaume Fortin going to move to the inside around him to move himself into 3rd. 1 week ago, Fortin made an uncharacteristic mistake trying to make a move and cost himself a lot of positions on the racetrack after getting into a fellow competitor and relegated him deep in the running order. He is trying to rebound here tonight as we close in on the back half of this order.
You can see the leaders start running a little bit lower on those yellow lines there, especially out of turn 2. Well, not that time. They made me look like a fool, but laps prior, they've been sticking those left front tires below the yellow line, trying to get a little better grip, get a little better bite off the corner.
Yeah, I think right now we're going to see that transition period with see who's. We've got a long green flag run right now, and I think we're going to start to see who is taking care of their tires versus who has not. As you start to see a little bit deeper in the field, let's check back here on Travis Hoffler. He sits in the 14th position. He is up 8 spots after having a scheduled starting spot of 22 here tonight. Lawson Williams right there behind him. Rob Donitson as well. All these drivers are going to start to feel the pressure as your race leaders come off turn number 4. I don't know if you're noticing it or not, but Dylan Connor starting to open up the gap a little bit on himself and Dustin Shepard.
Yeah, he's got that old car hooked up tonight, Al. He's definitely leading some laps, logging some laps, and he's got a good line, and that old hot rod's pretty quick.
Connor has been fast all season long, has been unable to close the deal. Could tonight be the night as we close in on the halfway point? Normal Race distances are 125 tonight. A Mad Plowing Showdown race here tonight, presented by Mad Plowing at the Hickory Thunder 200. Bryan Hacker starting to close in on the 00 and Nelms. Remember, Nelms down 1 lap to the race leaders, and he is currently the only car down 1 lap to the race leader. The next car on the hit list for the race leaders would be the 93 of Chad McLeod. And McLeod had a little bit of action along with Robbie Clavey there, and the race leaders are maybe about 15, 20 car lengths off the back bumper. You see them closing in on the back side there.
If it's long green flag runs though, and that really turns out a driver right there, Al. We got those long green flag runs.
Yes, we find out who's saved enough, who's pushing the car too hard. Remember, they only have 1 extra set of tires in the pits here tonight. We will see how this is going to shake out here as Guillaume Fortin starting to close in on your race leader. But the battle for the 5th spot starting to shape up between Scott Negus and Adam Gable. And they've got 1.2 seconds on Bryan Hacker. Negus able to look a little bit down low, unable to do anything with him that time off of turn number 4. And they are closing in on the back side of the 46 of Philip Martin, who runs in the 4th position.
Making some headway, and while you're watching that battle, I'm watching these 2 leaders, and Connor, he is just picking and choosing which line he wants to go, and it doesn't really matter if he goes high or low. He's pulling away from Shepherd.
Connor rolls off turn number 4, and they have caught the backside of the Chad McLeod. McLeod's going to give way, give the leaders plenty of space. Good sportsmanship there that we've come to love here at the North-South Racing League's Renu Sealcoating Late Model Stock Series. Is now Dustin Shepard and Guillaume Fortin are going to get on by. And it's really about when you catch this lap traffic. I think the best place you want to catch them is on corner entry. These corners are really tight up off the corner. They really run out of real estate, and if you have to pinch that car down, it can really spell trouble. Is now the battle for 4th. Philip Martin on attack, under attack by by Adam Gable. Gable rolls down to the inside, side by side 4th, and Gable steps sideways that time. Able to hold off Negus though in that tilt reload number 55.
Yeah, he's really trying to pick that position up. This isn't great racing, and 2nd's pretty much going to heat up too. Dustin Shepard's kind of stepped out a couple of times, and he's really lost them. Here comes 13 right now on the inside.
Yeah, Guillaume Fortin down to the inside. He's trying to make a move now on the 89 of Dustin Shepard. Unable to do so as things kind of settle themselves back out for the 4th spot for the time being, as the race leaders work around the 73 of Robbie Clevey. And the 13 of Guillaume Fortin trying to figure out where he would like to go, is we are going to get our 3rd Wizards Designs yellow flag as Jeff Bergner sits facing southbound in the northbound lane off of turn number 2. They bring out a yellow flag here, and probably a welcomed yellow flag here by our race leaders, and some of them are coming down pit road.
Yes, it's going to be interesting to see the tire strategy.
Right sides only for Fortin. He'll be the first one off of pit road after giving up some track position here. Let's take a look back here and see what happened to Jeff Bergner. Bergner racing with Braden Campbell down in the turns 1 and 2. comes up off of turn number 4, and the car just steps out from underneath them. And Bergner, the luck of the Irish, not on his side with the green number 21 here on St. Patrick's Day. And he will be sit there. Another single car spin here tonight at the Hickory Motor Speedway.
We're going to restack them and re-rack them there, Al.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see now how this choose cone comes into effect here. The first car with tires is going to slot to go 8th currently as they come off of turn number 4, and I believe we're going to get the choose. Well, that looks like they already did choose as the field rolls on by. Not sure what 21 is doing, if they'll delay this start or not. Looks like they're going to let it go as we get ready to go back green flag racing, and we are back underway.
Here, side by side. Shepard and Connor right here, side by side, coming out of the back straightaway.
Oh, a little bit
gonna be tight.
little bit of contact off of turn number 4. Connor still holds on to it. And Shepard going to slot back into spot number 2. So that was the closest bid for the race lead that we have seen here tonight. And they did lean on each other a little bit. We are about to find out what the newer tires mean. Here's the field rolls down the back stretch. Scott Negus down to the inside of Philip Martin, trying to make something happen, but Adam Gable rolling the outside. The first car with tires, remember, is the 13 on the right-hand side of your screen. Him and the number 2, everyone on back there, pretty much came down pit road for tires.
Now they've got to worry about cold tires and low air pressures, and they got to wait for them to build up. Maybe we'll see them start work their way up towards the front.
Fortin now working up underneath Braden Campbell. He'll move himself into the 7th spot. He brought Bryan Hacker along with him. Meanwhile, up front, the 46 car looked like he stepped up out of line there just for a moment.
Yellow, yellow.
And the Wizards design yellow flag gonna fly once again for the 4th time here this evening. And this time, Josh Nelms involved in the 00 car. At least preliminary. And now the rest of the leaders coming down pit road.
Both 00 cars hit each other, Al.
So watch the pit stops take place, and then we'll take a look back here. See your race leaders down in the way. Top 2 taking 2 tires only.
Well, what a battle that was between Shepard and Connor. Coming out of that pit road, both drivers was on the loud pedal right there.
Let's take a quick look here at what brought out this yellow flag. There's Donitson and Nelms work together, and all just got down to the left rear quarter panel, and around it'll go. We come back to live pictures, and I believe this time off of turn number 4, we are going to see the Austin Design choose cone. Oh boy.
A little bit of short track Monday night action now.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning on in here to the Renu Sealcoating, a late model stock division. Oh, it looks like Coney just got ran over by Donitson. First casualty of the season.
Yeah, that usually happens, you know.
Poor Coney.
What about this now? What about Connors and Shepard now? They're buried back here in the back. 9th and 10th position. It'll be interesting to watch those two. Those two had the fastest car all night long.
Yeah,
as we're about halfway in this race.
And there are a few cars up at the front or in the sandwich between them that have not come down pit road yet. As they come off the corner, green flag is up, and we are back away.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a good launch right there, side by side for the lead. Well, that makes me nervous, Al. Woo!
Guillaume Fortin trying to get that race lead away from him, but Bryan Hacker right there as well, trying to make something happen.
Seen Gable all night long, pretty much on that outside line. I don't know if he can hold or not.
Right now we're going to see these older tires versus newer tires. Adam Gable has not come down pit road yet. He sits there in the 3rd spot, able to get down in front of Travis Hoffler. How about Hoffler? And the number 2 car, he'll tag the back side of the 91. What a nice drift there. Looked like he was dirt tracking the 91 of Adam Gable, able to hold on to it. Nice driving. After a little bit of a, hey, let me just touch the backside a little bit.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I'll tell you what, these. Oh, no, contact!
And he's going to lock it down. Everybody going to make it by, but Adam Gable goes around after contact between himself and the number 7 of Travis Hoffler. Oh, tough break for Gable, who is having a great run up at the front of this one. We were on it live when it happened, just past the halfway point now. And Hoffler again going to get shown from Barney. Barney's not asking him to look at the rear end. He's telling him to go to the rear of the field after contact there. But your new race leader, the 13 QC, Guillaume Fortin, Quebec native. Up at the front of this one, the defending late model stock champion. Donitson going to get back onto the lead lap. That's going to leave us with 16 cars on the lead lap here this evening. This time by, I believe we should get the Austin Design Choose cone. They do. Remember, if you are in need of a race paint for your iRacing car, head up, look up Austin Designs. It's Scott Austin. He'll get you squared away and make your dream a reality. Oh, Coney number 2 just got ran over. Oh. Yeah, Jeff Bergner. Luck of the Irish. Not on Coney's side here tonight. Thank God we got multiples of those.
Yes, absolutely.
Your 2 heavyweight title combatants. Can Bryan Hacker make it back-to-back wins? Next week, we are head to Okayama. Road course racing as they are in the Renu Sealcoating restart zone, and we are back underway.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you what, the back of the pack out, they're just beating and banging all over each other right here. This is crazy to watch. Oh, contact.
Oh, it sounds messy on the front stretch here as cameras will slide to it. Donitson involved, the 60 of Odegaard involved as well.
I was watching that brew, Al. It was like a Saturday night tornado here in Tennessee.
Let's take a look back here and see. They roll through turns 3 and 4. Odegaard. Oh, Bergner into the left rear quarter panel. Around he will go, and then everyone else is kind of sliding and checking up here, trying not to make too much more contact with anything. And, well, like South Boston racing Jason, the front straightaway kind of clogs up fairly quick.
Yeah, it does. And track kind of reminds me of a lot of different tracks. It's just, I don't know, very different, very weird looking.
So this time they will get shown the one to go before we get Coney number 3 out onto the racetrack. How about Braden Campbell? Quietly made his way up towards the front of this one. He has not come down pit road as of yet and sits inside the top 3. As they come off of turn number 4, the cone will get placed back out there. And Guillaume Fortin to the inside, Hacker to the out. In, out, in, out. So far, conventional.
Yeah, Guillaume Fortin in that 13 car got a fast hot rod tonight. Just trying to see if he can hold on to it now is going to be the main thing.
Whew. Coney was safe that time.
But we couldn't get some drivers lined up, had to bring the yellow back out.
So the field doubles up behind the iRacing pace truck as we get ready to go back green flag racing. 84 laps to go and the green flag drops as they are in the Renu Sealcoating restart zone. We are back underway.
There you go. 14 got a big launch again right there. That inside line's where you want to be. Hacker though, can he run him back down?
Up off of turn number 4 today, and Fortin's going to be a race leader, but Dylan Connor quickly moving into the number 4 spot underneath Dustin Shepard. He's got the 33 of Braden Campbell in front of him. Shepard makes contact with the outside wall. Here comes Scott Austin. Scott Austin doing Scott Austin things as he is always comes rough time qualifying, it seems like. Makes his one car, and there they go.
Oh, big wreck.
Boy. And I am not sure, but there wasn't a lot of braking going on at the back end of that field there, but that all started up off the corner. Philip Martin involved, heavy front end damage to this DCD Ottmeyer Engineering 46. See, that all started up there with Justin McDuff and Philip Martin. Let's see what happened. Rodney Huntoon right there as well. Oh, the 46 got into Huntoon, got him loosened in there, and then Bergner comes in and KOs the number 20 car.
Oh, golly. Oh.
Hard hit there for McDuff. Looks like he has taken the 20 car behind the pit wall along with the 21 of Bergner. As Guillaume Fortin leads. As that brings out our 7th yellow flag.
Man, what a hard hit for McDuff.
Specialized right here as they come off the corner, and they will be choosing as the Austin Design choose cone up onto the racetrack. As always, tonight's choose cone brought to you by Austin Design. Scott Austin specializes in custom paint schemes for iRacing, crafting eye-catching designs that bring your car to life on the track. Reach on out to Scott Austin on Facebook for pricing and inquiries. Let him take your iRacing look to the next level.
Yeah, he did one of my late model stocks, I think, Al, for one of your leagues, and it's a beautiful looking hot rod, and so he done a heck of a job on it.
75 laps to go here in the Hickory Thunder 200.
Fortin get another good jump right here on the Hacker. He got a good launch.
Good launch. And Braden Campbell right there on Hacker.
Yeah, I don't know. Hacker may have been sleeping right there. I don't know for sure, but he definitely didn't get a good launch that time off the start.
The 90 of Dylan Connor trying to make his way back. There is the 89 of Shepard as well, trying to make it back into the top 3 as he works the outside around Campbell. Remember, Campbell has not been down on pit road as of yet, so he's out there on the original tires that he's started with, and he's doing a good job with it.
He is, and I really like that race car. Smoky gray and that orange, man, that looks sharp right there. As a Tennessee fan, you love to see colors like that.
Bryan Hacker trying to make a move now. Guillaume Fortin, he'll tuck it down to the inside. We've got a bid for your race lead off turn number 4. Fortin gonna have it by a half a car. Bryan Hacker down low. Fortin up the racetrack once again off of turn number 2. They drag race down the backstretch. It looks like Bryan Hacker has the race lead for a moment. Here comes Fortin back on the outside. At the line, we've got our 3rd different lead change here tonight as Guillaume Fortin gives up the race lead as Bryan Hacker wrestles it away.
Hacker in that Ford Mustang, he was just had a better line right there than Fortin did, and he made sure he got by him. After he was sleeping on the start out, he woke up. He said, "Let's go drive this thing to the front." But Dustin Shepard, though, he's worked his way up into the top 3.
Dustin Shepard showed pace early on in this one as well. As he works his way through here, he's up into the 3rd spot behind Fortin. Remember, they came down. Shepard was on pit road on lap 95, so he's got fresher tires.
Well, I'll tell you what a run this is. Campbell's getting up on that outside line. They're starting to freight train him now with them older tires. He's lost a couple positions.
Hoffler able to roll on by. Here comes the 91 of Adam Gable. After, remember, Gable was outside of the top 10 after contact a little bit earlier from the driver that he's chasing right in front of him. Officials are keeping an eye on that.
I really like this number 7 car of Hoffler. Boy, that's a beautiful looking race car too. I really like that color.
Hoffler doing a good job here inside the top 10. He runs P7 with car number 7. And he is starting to close in on the 55 of Scott Nichols, who is trying to figure out a way around the 5 of Scott Austin. So Bryan,
Scott Austin's Mustang looks rough. It looks like he's been to a demolition derby.
Yeah, Austin caught up in a couple wrecks earlier on in this event. The crew has done a good job getting it back together, and he finds himself running inside the top 5 here in the Hickory Thunder 200, presented by Mad Plowing. And I tell you, things starting to tighten up front. Dylan Connor starting to creep back in. He led the majority of the first part of this race. And now 60 laps to go.
You know, these drivers are going to be a little wore out too. You know, this is a small track. Really takes it out of a man, you know. Wears them out right here. The way you got to just keep turning these cars, and you got to hold on to them, because these things are sideways coming off the corners.
Yeah, right now, Guillaume Fortin kind of keeping Bryan Hacker honest right now, but Hacker about a car length, a half car length, depending on the corner on them. Scott Austin right there as well, as we look from down above from our blimp cam here tonight. Watching Connor trying to track in your top 3. Philip Martin, though, he's starting to make his way back towards the front after being involved in that last wreck. Remember when our last big one off of turn number 4, Martin has found himself back into the 9th position. So a nice recovery by Philip Martin. Right there behind him, Rodney Huntoon starting to make his way back towards the front. He was the car that kind of triggered that big event, not by his doing. Car got loose after contact, and it stacked the field up. And that has taken out a few of our racers.
Yeah, just a short track racing incident there. That old hackathon right there. That old 4 car. Running P10.
Hackathon doing a good job here tonight at the Hickory Thunder 200 in that Celica. He works down through turns 3 and 4 as these guys all try to chase our first group up front. It's still Bryan Hacker showing the way, but now Guillaume Fortin right there behind him, and he's starting to feel the pressure from Dustin Shepard. 51 laps to go. And what has been a fantastic race here at the Hickory Motor Speedway.
Sure enough has. These drivers have done a heck of a job going around this racetrack. And these last 50 laps are really going to be intense, Al. I'm sure the intensity is going to pick up, and some of these guys are going to start wearing out their stuff a little bit more.
You saw just at the back there as their leaders is Scott Negus up underneath the number 5 of Scott Austin trying to make something happen. Couldn't quite make the move that time as Travis Hoffler and Adam Gable are part of this battle as well. Dustin Shepard.
Shepard's. Oh no.
Oh, Shepard around on the front stretch as he took a dive, or not a dive, but a look underneath the number 13 of Fortin for the number 2 spot. And Shepard is going to fall all the way back to 15th.
I believe that's going to be on the 90 of Connor. I believe he got in the back of him right there, Al.
Take a look back here and see from the spotter stand. They were battling for that 3rd position. Shepard took a look down to the inside underneath Fortin and had to back out of it. I don't believe Connor was expecting him to have to check up like he did and just got into the back bumper of Dustin Shepard. And around will go Shepard as we come back to live pictures. So a tough break for Shepard. We will see what race control claims on that one, but let's see as they come off the corner. And next time by will be our choose cone. And you can see a jam-packed house. This is the 8th consecutive sellout for the Renu Sealcoating late model stock division as they have worked their way around the country. And we're going to box them all up, and we're going to Okayama next week. A little bit of road course racing with the late model stock division.
That ought to be a pretty good, intense race there. Nothing like a little road course turning left and right.
I am unsure what to think of it, or even if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
I wouldn't even have a chance to try it out.
All right, the Austin Designs choose cone taken care of as the field doubles up behind the pace car. Next time by, we'll be back to green flag racing as the hourglass quickly running out on this one for someone to make something happen. Into the Renu.
Hacker now.
Here he goes. Steps on that loud pedal.
Yeah, he got a better launch last time, but I tell you what, here comes Connor. Watch him on that inside. Can he go by the 13 car?
Dylan Connor rolling the inside of turn number 4. He's alongside Guillaume Fortin now. Connor, your new track record holder here for the North-South Racing Leads Renu Sealcoating late model stock division. And just like that, the Renu Sealcoating, or the Wizards design yellow flag will come out.
Like Campbell got in the back of Matt Cook. No, he spun out. Cook was sideways and just lost it right there.
So Matt Cook gonna draw our 9th yellow flag of the evening. As he was racing back there, the 46 of Philip Martin as well, and there's gotten that bump and unloaded suspension. No contact between himself and anyone else. But that bump is a doozy in the middle of turns 1 and 2, and that will really upset your car, and you saw it there. Is that, well, just took the wheels out from underneath the 15 of Matt Cook. Is Braden Campbell going to get back on the lead lap? 15 cars now remain on the lead lap. And this choose cone really helps someone out. You know, like sitting there thinking as a driver, you get spun out or something like that. That doesn't mean you're going to start tailing the field, as the field will come back around for the Austin Design choose cone. You know, you have a chance of picking up some spots based on the choose, right? You can either choose inside, outside, make some stops. Oh, there goes Coney once again.
Oh no.
I don't know what they got against him tonight.
I don't know either. Really not a fan of him, I guess.
He's like a cat. He's got 9 lives.
Yeah, got him right there on the side, Al, right side.
Just nicked him. Battle wound.
Well, can Fortin get a better job? Can Hacker take off and lead this thing?
We are about to find out. Here's the field rolls through turns 3 and 4 into the Renu Sealcoating restart zone. And we are back underway. The number 2 of Bryan Hacker jumping out front. Over 4, and they have cleared the 90 of Connor. And in the battle for the 4th, Scott Austin on the outside. The battle of the 5s. The 5 and the 55 side by side.
And you can tell the laps are winding down. Bryan Hacker is just leading that thing in the chip, going off in this corner. Really tacking the RPMs up in that thing.
Really is. Their top 3 cars starting to get away as they are stacked up and jammed up jelly tight off of turn number 4. The 55 of Scott Negus working down to the inside. Austin is on the outside. Travis Hoffer. How about Hackathorn now? Matt Hackathorn trying to move his way towards the front.
A lot of good action back there in the back. Watch them dicing around. Whoa! How they've not wrecked, I don't know.
Now Scott Austin going to try the crossover move. Was unable to do so. Now Dustin Shepard back inside the top 10 after his spin.
Top 3 is pretty much just checked out right now. We're about 5 car lengths ahead of the 55 car of Negus. Almost 25 to go, Al.
Philip Martin out underneath the 12 of Rodney Huntoon. He'll make the move. How about Braden Campbell? Got back on the lead lap. Campbell coming down on pit road last time by, and he's got the freshest tires in the field. We are going to see if he's able to carve them up like a Thanksgiving turkey. Up off the corner to 46 sideways. Here comes Campbell down to the inside. He's going to try to take that spot away. He will do so on the front stretch.
Wouldn't you like to have a Thanksgiving turkey out? Sounds good.
Down the back stretch. It does sound good. 33 of Campbell now into the 10th spot as he looks to chase down Dustin Shepard. But up front, Bryan Hacker. He leads over Fortin and Campbell. Or Connor, excuse me.
The Hacker's put on a heck of a race so far here in this 200 lap event. Now if he can just hold on to it.
Fortin,
Don't want to push the issue here.
Fortin took a look to the inside, had to back out of it that time. And you gotta wonder, was Fortin saving a little bit? Did he purposely fall back to second? I tell you, as a competitor, one car would not want to fall back to. It would be the number 2 of Bryan Hacker, who's had a great season up to this point, and he is looking to go back to back if he can hold on for another 21 laps.
Yeah, I don't know if he can or not, but he's not going to have to look out the rearview mirror. He wants to try to ignore that and hunt the front right here.
Up off the corner, 20 laps to go. As Braden Campbell has now caught the backside of Dustin Shepard. And you can see how those new tires is able to just keep the car down lower. And just roll that bottom, get back in the gas with maximum grip. Campbell now going to take that 9th spot away as they go through turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, he's definitely the faster car on the track, but I think he's just ran out of time. He's trying to hope maybe get a top 5 here.
Meanwhile, in front of them, it is a good battle between Scott Austin, Travis Hoffler, Adam Gable. They were just about 3 wide a few laps ago. Anything's going to happen. 16 laps to go. These drivers know time is running out.
Sure enough is, and as we get, I don't know, I think Hacker's got a pretty good line right here. He's running he's running a little higher than everybody else, and he's hoping that this thing stays green from here on out.
And Bryan Hacker able to hold the gap. I tell you, Guillaume Fortin right there pushing on that back bumper. That time through turns 1 and 2, Fortin a little bit better.
Going to be interesting now with these laps winding down. What will he do? Will he give him a little bump right here? Maybe not. We'll know. Just a few laps, so, oh. Looks like the 55 car smacked the fence coming out of turn 4. Nichols.
Right side, a little bit of damage on that car. That now allows the 5 of Scott Austin. Austin gets a little bit of a bumper tap, but Travis Hoffler. Will we see the Teddy 3 tap rule come into play? Braden Campbell right there as well into this battle. 10 to go.
Laps to go. They're going to wind down pretty fast. It's been a good, fast race.
Oh, Gable trying to slam the door shut on the 33 of Campbell. Both of them race on to live to see another day.
Yeah, well, that's happened. Fortin stuck his nose on the inside of Hacker. Couldn't make it stick. Going to have to try to set him up here.
8 laps to go for Bryan Hacker. Guillaume Fortin all over him like a cheap suit.
One little mistake, and this could be tragic for either driver. Here he comes, going to stick his nose up under there again, coming out of turn 4. Hacker slams the door on him.
These two have battled tooth and nail all season long. Guillaume Fortin really putting the pressure to Bryan Hacker.
right there. I think Hacker that's just enough momentum to keep his lead up. Oh, he slicked up the racetrack just a little bit right there.
A good battle happening on behind these drivers as they kind of settle down for a moment. Adam Gable, Scott Austin side by side. Hoffler into that 5th position as they all work here. Meanwhile, things back up front. It's tightening back up once again. This time off of turn number 2. Down the back stretch. Half a car separating your top 2. 3 laps to go at the line. Does Guillaume Fortin have anything for Bryan Hacker?
I think the only way to get by him is he's going to have to give him a bump. Oh, Hacker slipped up right there. Here comes Fortin on the inside. Side by side coming out of turn 4.
Fortin down low. Bryan Hacker up on the outside of the racetrack. Fortin's line going to have to change a little bit through turns 1 and 2. And Hacker rolls the outside. A nice defensive move, but the yellow flag flies.
Oh, no.
As we are going to go to overtime here tonight.
Oh, man.
As it looks like Dustin Shepard was slow off the corner. Scott Austin was involved, we are being told. And they were battling hard there between himself, Gable, and Hoffler. Let's take a look back here and see. Adam Gable down to the inside of Scott Austin up off of turn number 4. And in the corner, just contact down the front stretch, and around Austin will go. And down the racetrack, Austin was coming right in front of Dustin Shepard, who tags him pretty hard in the driver's side door. Nowhere to go.
Oh, gosh. Hard hit right there. Wow.
Looks like Robbie Clevey going to be our free pass car, as he will come flashing by in the RC2 graphic solution number 73.
We were about to have a heck of a run right there, Al.
This is going to need the restart of a lifetime right now if you are either the 2 or the 13. And the driver that's licking his chops, Dylan Connor, trying to make something happen behind him as they make the choose cone. So the Austin Design choose cone being chose is it will come to the 1 to go. A green, white, checkered shootout to start your work week off on a Monday night on St. Patrick's Day. Who's got the luck of the Irish with them here tonight? We are about to find out here with the Mad Plowing Hickory Thunder Showdown 200. For the Renu Sealcoating Late Model Stock Division, Bryan Hacker choosing the inside. Guillaume Fortin's going to need to have a heck of a restart. Bryan Hacker tries to snicker him, and he is going to do so. As now here comes Connor. This is what Bryan Hacker wants.
Yeah, Hacker wants them to run side by side. Hacker just wants this thing to end, and he is pulling away pretty quick right now.
Next flag will end it. They are 2 by 2 behind them off of turn number 4. White flag is out for Bryan Hacker. Hacker off the corner, number 2 down the backstretch. Connor wreck behind them, but we will race it back to the green, yellow, or white, or checkered flag up off the corner. Bryan Hacker, a back-to-back winner. Connor will finish 2nd, Fortin 3rd, Hoffler 4th, and Scott Nichols rounding out your top 5. Braden Campbell from a lap down to finishing 6th here. Is this one a fantastic race, and that restart is exactly what Bryan Hacker wanted, as he is going to stop down here on the front stretch. How about Dylan Connor coming home in the number 2 spot with a great run here tonight. Guillaume Fortin going to finish in 3rd. We will get those drivers ready to go in the ZooFab Garage post-race show coming right up after a quick word from a couple of our sponsors.
Bowling brings people together.
Right down the middle. You got it. Uh-oh. Good job.
Do what you can do, man.
Wait.
That's a strike right there. Woo! Connect with family and friends. Go bowling.
Welcome back here to the Hickory Motor Speedway for the Renu Sealcoating Late Model Stock Division, as the Mad Plowing Hickory Thunder Showdown 200 has just come to a close, as we have now entered our ZooFab Garage post-race show. And ZooFab Garage can make your street car or on-track car performance even better. Schedule your next appointment with ZooFab Garage today to see how your track car or street car performance can get an enhanced. Contact Dustin today to schedule that work, as we are now down track side with a driver that's gone back to back here tonight. Is the driver had to start all the way up back, methodically chose his way through the field, and is standing here in victory lane here tonight, and that is none other, the one and only Bryan Hacker. Ryan, man, talk us through your race.
Yeah, I mean, we had to be patient there at the beginning, kind of work our way through the field, and I think we got up to 7th or 8th, and we were pretty spread out and pretty strung out, and I realized I had kind of overcooked the tires, and from there I thought, once we whenever we pit, I got to take it a little bit easier, because there's going to be nothing left at the end of this race if I run the same pace I was running. So we pitted early. I think it was the right call, because the guys that came in shortly after us, I think we only had 8 green flag laps on our tires. So a little bit of strategy, a little bit of patience, and a little bit of luck. When we were following G there, he got really loose off a 2, one of those exits, and we were able to get underneath him. And I thought, well, I still got tires, I'm going to try to take the lead and control this race to the end. And I think he might have been a little bit faster than us at the end, but we'll take it.
Yeah, how were you able to hold him off there before that last yellow flag came out here to that kind of slowed everything down? You got that good jump on that restart, as we saw, but were you worried when he started to get to your inside there? You're able to roll the outside a little bit better than him in 1 and 2. He seemed to be a little bit better in 3 and 4.
Yeah, I kind of saw what he was doing a little bit in my mirror, so I made an adjustment to try to block the line that he wanted. It was interesting. It felt a little bit better on the high side, and I try to go low, and sometimes I get loose. So I knew my best bet was to let him get under me and then just try to hold him down a little bit. And then that yellow came out, and we got the 90 and the 13 side by side on that restart, and that's all we needed.
Well, the good news is you went back-to-back wins. The bad news is you're going to have to start last at the road course next week. How's your road course racing skills? What's your thoughts about taking these late model stocks, not only left but right hand turns next week?
I kind of like road racing. It's fun. Whether I'm any good at it or not is yet to be determined. So we'll see how it goes. I really am not too excited about starting last, but it's only 20 laps and there's not going to be any yellows, so it's going to be really, really difficult to three-peat, and I don't think we're going to be able to. But as long as we can salvage a good race next week and take home a good points night, then that's going to be worth it for us. So we'll see. But I feel pretty good about road courses and road course pace. Whether these cars run road courses well or not is yet to be seen. But I guess they're kind of like a Trans Am car, maybe, kind of. I don't know.
Our counterpart that is not here tonight, Kelly, he has taken the car out and tested at the Okayama. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I'm not 100% sure, but he has taken the car out and he said, "You guys are going to have an absolute blast," and he is looking forward to it. So, I'm hoping that bodes well for everyone next week and have a good time. It's the first time that I'm going to see a late model stock race on a road course, and I'm a little excited for it. But the one that really is at the end of the month of March is the Kendall Hacker Memorial Race. There's still laps available coming up in Oxford. So if you don't three-peat, you won't have to start last at Oxford.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be three-peating next week. It'll be a miracle if we do. So hopefully that means we can qualify and maybe make our way into the redraw and lead some laps at Oxford and win some money for some people, and then better yet for some of the causes that we want to support.
Absolutely. We look forward to that one, Brian. But who makes it all possible for your win here tonight at the Hickory Motor Speedway?
Yeah, so as always, Scott Austin Designs. I think something happened there at the end. I didn't quite see or hear what happened, but tough luck for him tonight. Good to see other teammate Justin McDuff making it back out here. He's had a couple incidents here recently that weren't really of his own. So hopefully we can get him back in the groove of things before the end of the season. Thanks to everybody on the car, Boulder Beer Bar, Aberdeen Lodge, Carbon Junction. Thanks to you guys for doing the broadcasts. Looks like old Racing Jason out the gate made a guest appearance tonight, so that's exciting. I'm excited to go back and watch this race. Thanks to the admin team and everybody that does this, and Mad Plowing for coming aboard this year and tonight especially, and Renu Sealcoating. It's good to have those guys on.
All right, well, congratulations, Brian. We look forward, and thank you for talking to us again. I'm sorry you got stuck with me, but there's worse things.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll get Dobbs and Kelly in here, and they'll give you a night off.
Maybe it is possible. We'll see. All right, Brian, congratulations on the win here. Go enjoy this one, buddy, and we'll see you next week at Okayama.
Thanks, man.
Bryan Hacker going to pick up the win here tonight. In Racing Jason, I believe you caught up with a man that had a hard-fought second-place finish.
Yes, sir, I sure did. I caught up with old Dylan Connor. Dylan, man, heartbreaking night, but, I mean, P2, not that heartbreaking, or was it heartbreaking?
A little heartbreaking, but I'll definitely take it. The luck I've had here recently, it was a great run. I bet myself tonight. I kind of figured I should have pitted when they pitted that very first caution we had. But nah, you live and you learn. I knew only 10 laps fresh tires was not going to make the difference. The track position was way more important. And like I said, I just bit myself.
Yeah, that pit stop kind of hurt you there. Up front, though, early on in this thing, you had that thing dialed in, and this 90 car was fast all night long. Got a good peel draw. Got to start on the pole, just one spot short, man. I know that's got to suck.
Yeah, it had really good speed, especially on a short run. I feel like even there at the end, like if we had a 5-lap sprint, I feel like right there with them. But just from having to crawl back through there, and they already had the track position, it just kind of killed my tires by the time I got up there. But yeah, it was a really solid piece. Just got to get the strategy nailed down.
Right. Well, hey, next week you go to the road course. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but how you feel about that situation?
It'll be interesting. I definitely don't run many road courses. Did run in another league about, I'd say, a year or so ago, and they actually took the late models to Watkins Glen. I know it's two totally different layouts, but ran decent there, so hopefully I kind of take a little bit of that knowledge and kind of put it into that, but it'll definitely be interesting. I don't think nobody in here really runs road courses like that, but we'll see.
Well, hey, man, I hope you have good luck. And who you want to thank on this beautiful 90 hot rod?
I just want to thank Per Year Race Parts. I want to thank Chris and Alan Per Year with Caldwell Banker Elite. I want to thank all my family and friends and fiance and everybody for the support and watching me on Monday nights. And thank y'all for being up in the booth for us.
All right, man. Well, good luck next week and a nice run tonight and safe travels home, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Dylan and Connor are going to come home in P number 2, and we come down to the final step of the rung, and it's the driver out of Quebec, the driver number 13, QC of Guillaume Fortin. And Guillaume, you had a shot there late at the end of that one, and that yellow flag came out. What else did you need out of this car, maybe to get up there and battle with Bryan Hacker?
Well, I think I needed like 2 more green flag laps before the caution flew out. But no, we had a good car. Tire strategy was on point tonight and just saving tire. I had a moment where Hill does the car on the lead, and that's where Bryan took advantage of it, and he did an amazing job after that to block my line and just staying up front. It's so hard to pass up here. But it was a great race.
It was a great race, and you guys had a great battle there, and you battled hard with Dylan Connor there at the end of this one. I know you want to be up there in that championship spot there. Bryan Hacker going to take that win and extend that points lead for a long ways to go. And the good news is you don't have to start last at a road course next week.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And usually I'm pretty good at road course. I've done a league only with late model at road course, and I did pretty well. So hopefully we can make up some point there with Bryan starting at the back, and hopefully we can just make a little bit of ground because he's gonna have a big league coming out of tonight.
Looking at the remainder of this schedule here this season, just a 7 races left to go at the halfway point now. What's your outlook here at any of these racetracks that we're headed to? You have circled that you feel like is your best chance for maybe rattling off a few back-to-back wins?
Yeah, usually Southern National and then here are pretty good for me, but we've got some track that I'm not too confident about with Milwaukee and Concord, so hopefully everything goes great in the final stint of the season and we can catch up Bryan and battle it out till the end.
Yeah, it's going to be a good battle. You guys are always battling it out there. We know, everybody that's inside the top 5 here is really anybody that signs into these races has a shot at winning, and the caliber of drivers that are here make it really hard racing out there, and it's what puts on a great show. From tonight, we move on to Okayama with the road course, then to Oxford, the next 2 races. But before we get there, we'll roll that red carpet out, let you thank those that make it all possible for you. And we want to thank you for your time chatting with us here in the Zoofab Garage post-race show.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody that's on our car this year. Everybody that were on our car this summer for real racing, so thanks to them. Also, thanks to all the sponsors for this league. It's always amazing to see them come on board and show us they're confident every race, and also you guys for putting up this show. It's always amazing and to rewatch the race.
Well, we thank you for the kind words. It's our pleasure to put on a show for you guys. You make it easy because you are the show. Without you out there racing, it wouldn't be anything worth watching. So we thank you. Congratulations on your 3rd place finish here tonight, and we'll see you at Okayama in 1 week's time.
Yeah, hopefully it's on the win. Thank you all.
Here you go, Guillaume Fortin gonna come home 3rd, and that will end our Zoofab Garage post-race show here this evening. And Racing Jason, a great night of racing coming to an end as we put up the finishing order, all unofficial, of course, until posted by NSRL officials. But it was a great night of racing. I want to thank you for making the quick trip over here to Concord, as usually Monday nights is your night off. But we thank you for jumping into Kelly's seat and keeping it warm for the week.
Oh, absolutely. I had a blast coming over here, and I miss old Kelly. I haven't talked to him in a while. I hope it's going to be good to see him back next week. But you know, Al, we'll be back tomorrow night for some more action.
That we will. If you are a fan of the Turn 3 Racing Network, Racing Jason and myself will be back in action tomorrow night at 9 p.m. But it has been a great night of racing here for the Renu Sealcoating Late Model Stock Division. And we can't thank Renu Sealcoating enough for being the proud sponsor of this series this season. We can't thank them enough, along with Mad Plowing. RC2 Graphic Solutions, your events, our designs. Wizards Designs. Austin Designs, and as always, Zoofab Garage. And remember, March 31st is a special event we invite you to be a part of here for the Kendall Hacker Memorial at Oxford Plains to take part in our special waffle fundraiser to support Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep Portraits, an organization that provides remembrance photography to grieving families, as well as other charities that have helped the Hacker family in their time of grief. If you are not aware, Bryan Hacker and his wife losing their daughter in unfortunate circumstances, so our thoughts and prayers are still out with them, but you can support them. We have over 125 laps to sell. I think there's just a select few laps, but we will not turn away any money. It's $5 per lap, or you can buy 5 laps for $20. You can reach on out to the North South Racing League Facebook page to enter. You can send payments, friends and family option to the North South Racing League at gmail.com to make sure you look at the first lap list first. Donations will be accepted if you simply like to contribute to the cause without purchasing a lap. That is 100% okay as well. Any questions, please direct those to North South Racing League Facebook page again, or Robbie Clevey, Philip Martin. Let's come together as a league and a community to honor Kendall's memory and help families going through the hardest moments of their lives. Thank you for being a part of something bigger than racing, and that is what the racing community is all about here on the iRacing platform. We may not ever really meet each other in person, but we become lifelong friends, and we all do care and support each other, and that just goes throughout the whole community. So we thank you all for your consideration. We hope you will consider on donating and helping out the cause. But until next week, we'll see you in turn number 3. Good night, everybody.